A very good morning, class. So today I'm here with the lecture number 11 of chapter 5, States of Matter, and this is going to be last lecture for this chapter. So let's start with this a quote. All our dreams come true if we have courage to pursue them. And that the whole line explains itself. No further explanation is required. That was given by Walt Disney. Yes, this is that same Disney which or whose Disney World is famous. Yes, so let's start with the video. Now we have completed that gaseous state. Now the next stage is liquid, and we are not going to do it in detail. This liquid chapter is going to be in detail in class 12th. Okay, so here the basic things we will learn about that. Liquids have a different volume but don't have different shape, and we know that liquid forms to the shape of its container. जिस shape में हम जिस container में डालते हैं उस container की वो shape ले लेता है. So that is why quite clear to us. There are the three states of matter: solid, liquid, gas, and this is the comparative study, intermolecular force of attraction. If we talk about, then solid will have the highest one, while the gases will have least, and the liquid is in middle. Yes. Intermolecular space की बात करें तो solid will have the least one, gases will have the highest one, and liquid will have in between. Thermal energy की बात करें तो again solid will have the least one, gases will have the highest one, and liquid will have more than solid but less than gas. Similarly, if we talk about thermal stability, it will be highest for solid, least for gaseous, and thermal stability is lesser than solid for the liquid. Okay, so this is a comparative study. Now let's see this animation. I got it one. Let's see how it is: solid, liquid, and then it will be gases. So I got it in a and this one is the fourth stage, plasma, how it looks like. Okay, so once again watch it and then we will move to a next, and then the plasma. Okay, now the next thing, liquid state of matter. Liquid can be characterized by many properties. That properties: volume of any given sample of liquid will be fixed at the given temperature. We know that. The cohesive force due to intermolecular force of attraction confine liquid to a definite volume. Cohesive force, there is a force between the particles, isn't it? So that intermolecular, if the same particle, the force which is present between the same particle is called cohesive, and the force which is present between two different types of particle is known as adhesive. Okay, so the cohesive force due to the intermolecular force of attraction confine the liquid to a definite geometry, to a definite volume. Liquid show very poor compressibility in comparison to gas. If you talk about the gas compressibility, it is highest, but the liquid will be almost, it is incompressible, but we can, if we compare with the solid, it is more than the solid. Different liquids diffuses each other rapidly due to some freedom of motion of the liquid molecules. Without movement, the process of diffusion would not be possible. Since liquid gases diffusion we have done, liquid can also be diffused to each other, higher concentration to lower concentration, they can mix. So if there is no movement, this diffusion is not possible. So there must be some movement. Liquid have their different boiling point and freezing point. हर एक liquid का अलग अलग freezing point and boiling point होता है. Liquids have their definite surface tension and the viscosity. This is the very important property of liquid: surface tension and viscosity, that we are not going to do in detail. It will be done in your physics. Okay. Liquids have definite vapor pressure at given temperature. The vapor pressure of the liquid having low boiling point greater than having a high boiling point at a given temperature. It is, let me explain this sentence in a very small way, that vapor pressure is inversely proportional to boiling point. So if the boiling point is high, then the vapor pressure of that substance, of that liquid, will be less. And if the boiling point is less, then the vapor pressure of that liquid will be high. That is the vice versa effect. Now, kinetic molecular model of liquids. What are the model for liquid? That is kinetic molecular model. Liquids are composed of molecules. The postulates are like this. The molecules of liquid are held together by appreciable intermolecular forces, which we can say that it is stronger than the gaseous intermolecular force of attraction, isn't it? Due to weak intermolecular force. Weak we are talking about in terms of, in comparison to solid, okay? The molecules are in constant random motion. The average kinetic energy of the molecule in a given sample is proportional to the absolute temperature. Jitna zyada uska temperature, if we increase the temperature, the kinetic energy of the liquid will be increased, as like gases. It may be noted that nature and the magnitude of intermolecular forces decide the structure of liquid and also its characteristic property. Whatever the force or magnitude kya hai unki force of attraction ka, unki intermolecular force of attraction ka, that will decide that liquid will be little dense or like lighter kaisa hoga. To uski puri characteristic properties jo hogi, that will be decided by the nature and the magnitude of intermolecular forces. So now let's do with the properties of liquid. The very important properties of liquid is hydrogen bond. Liquid, that means that is capable to make the hydrogen bond. Either it is already having hydrogen bond or it has capability to make the hydrogen bond. Then only that substance will exist in the liquid state. So first thing, volume. We know that unlike gases, liquid have definite volume at given temperature, though they take shape of the container. कुछ एक फिक्स वॉल्यूम होता है, गैसेस में बिल्कुल नहीं होता. Although like जो है they can take the shape of container, but still it is having some fixed volume. In liquids, the intermolecular force are somewhat strong and therefore they do not expand and maintain their volume. कुछ ना कुछ force of attraction होता है, that's why वो बहुत ज़्यादा expand नहीं होते हैं और अपने volume को maintain करते हैं. Density. The molecules of liquids are more closely packed than gases. Obviously, so higher density than the gases. The density of liquid are more than densities of gases, about 1000 times greater under the similar condition. In general, the density of liquid decreases with increase in temperature. If we increase the temperature, the density will decrease. Compressibility. Liquid has compressibility. Liquid has low compressibility with respect to gases, but more compressible, somewhat more compressible than the solid. This is due to the fact that in comparison to gases, very little space is free in case of liquid. अगर हम गैस के रेस्पेक्ट में बात करें तो यहाँ पे बहुत कम intermolecular space होता है, while in the gases there is the intermolecular space is very much high. Yes, this is the gas, then this is liquid, and this is the solid, which is the most compact, isn't it? Moreover, the repulsive forces between molecules prevent the compressibility of the liquid. There is some repulsive force also, and that's why they prevent the compressibility of liquid. Therefore, large and very large pressure is needed to reduce the volume of a liquid to significant extent. Got it? So this is the line, this is the word thing you have to learn. Now diffusion, we know that intermixing of two substances, that is called diffusion. So like gases, liquid also diffuses, but they diffuses slower than the gases. If your rate of diffusion की बात करें, तो this will have slower rate than the gases. In the liquid state, the molecules are quite close to each other because of stronger intermolecular forces of attraction between individual molecules, which holds them together. Liquid जो होते, they are close to each other, and that's why they have a strong intermolecular force of attraction. In other words, it slows down the process of diffusion, due to which the diffusion process जो होता है वो decrease हो जाता है, slows down हो जाता है. Now the next properties is evaporation. Evaporation, we know that liquid has a tendency to evaporate. Evaporation is the process of conversion of liquid into its vapor state at room temperature, or we can say that below its boiling point. Okay, below the boiling point of any liquid, if the process of conversion of that liquid into the vapor is called evaporation. Evaporation depends upon temperature, strength of the intermolecular forces, and the surface area of the container and the intermolecular hydrogen bond in the liquid molecules. So evaporation depends upon these factors, and that is out of that, the first factor is temperature. Temperature. Second is strength of the intermolecular forces, and surface area, and the container of the and the intermolecular hydrogen bonding. That all we have done. Surface area we have done. Larger the surface area, higher will be the evaporation rate. Intermolecular force of attraction, lesser the strength of the intermolecular force, higher will be the evaporation rate. Temperature, higher the temperature, higher will be the evaporation rate. Intermolecular hydrogen bond is a kind of intermolecular force between them, so it should be less or it should be weaker, then the evaporation rate will be high. Now, why does evaporation occur? There's a big question. Yes, to be it's a thoughtful question. You have to think कि evaporation होता क्यों है? So let me explain on the basis of kinetic molecular theory, and that is, if we see that this is the graph and we have done already this graph. Yes, so if we increase the temperature, this one is T1 and this one is T2. This one is the most probable, ये दो है fraction of molecules. This is the most probable velocity. This is the most probable because maximum fraction के द्वारा जो है, that is the at this temperature. This is the kinetic energy. This is the kinetic energy possessed by maximum fraction of molecules. So this is RMS. Yes. Similarly, अगर हम T2 temperature की बात करेंगे, so this is the fraction. जो maximum fraction होगा वो ये रहा, and the kinetic energy is this much. So that means the kinetic energy possessed by maximum fraction will be high in this case, T2 case, isn't it? In this case, it will be less. So temperature T2 is greater than T1. Molecules having sufficient energy to escape from liquid surface. ये जो like this, they have high kinetic energy. बहुत ज़्यादा kinetic energy इनकी हो जाती है. तो इनके ये जो space है ना, that molecules, they have sufficient energy to escape. ये आसानी से liquid surface को escape कर सकते हैं. So according to the kinetic theory of liquid, all the molecules in the liquid state do not have the same speed. Yes, of course, we know that. The different molecules in a liquid have different speed and therefore have different kinetic energy. So the distribution of molecular kinetic energy in the liquid is shown in the figure. जितना ज़्यादा kinetic energy, जितना ज़्यादा speed होगा, velocity होगी, उतनी ज़्यादा kinetic energy होगी. The same way we can say this is certain fraction of the molecule which have very high kinetic energy. और जिनकी ज़्यादा kinetic energy होगी, उनकी skipping tendency क्या होगी? ज़्यादा होगी. Liquid surface को skip करने की tendency ज़्यादा होगी. So these molecules can readily overcome the attractive force in the liquid and escape from the liquid surface into vapors. And this process of escaping of molecules from liquid to vapor stage is called evaporation. And that is the reason that as we increase the temperature, that kinetic energy, that evaporation rate increased. I hope it is clear with this graph. Yes. Now we can see that if it is in an open vessel, that it is only going to be evaporate. Okay, all the molecules will be evaporate. And if we will do in the closed vessel, then evaporation and condensation both will occur. The gases, the liquid molecules is going to vaporize and the liquid molecule is going to condense. So that will be in the equilibrium view. दोनों process एक साथ होगा. Vapor pressure. The pressure exerted by the vapor of the liquid in the equilibrium stage with its liquid form at a given temperature, that is called vapor pressure. Vapor pressure is the pressure exerted by the vapor of the liquids, or we can say that the vapor molecules on its liquid surface in the equilibrium condition. That is called vapor pressure. At the equilibrium state, the concentration of gaseous molecules becomes constant. Gaseous molecules constant हो जाते हैं. So उस time पे जो vapor molecule के जो pressure लग रहा होता है liquid surface पे, that is called vapor pressure. Vapor pressure of a liquid depends upon nature of liquid, then it will be temperature, then pressure of impurities. And if we explain this nature of the liquid, if the liquid is dense, so vapor pressure, it will less gases will be vaporized and hence the vapor pressure will be less. Temperature. If we increase more temperature, if we increase the temperature, the more liquid molecules will convert into the gases and hence more vapor pressure will be there. Presence of impurities. If impurities will be there, it will prevent the liquid molecule to vaporize, and that's why the vapor pressure will be less. So this thing we will do in details in class 12 solution chapter. Now there is a graph, a plot of temperature, unit of vapor pressure of different liquid is given. Like it's just nothing. These are the things not to learn. Actually, just for knowledge I have given you. It's not to learn. It's not to be noted. ये note करने की जरूरत भी नहीं है इसको आपको. So temperature dependence of the vapor pressure of the certain liquids. How we can see that diethyl ether, the vapor pressure is 760. This is the atmospheric pressure. Okay, we can see him. So how much when at what temperature it is going to reach this pressure. So this is 20 to 40 degree के बीच में जब होता है तो diethyl ether vaporize हो चुका होता है. Similarly ethanol around 80 degree and water around 100 degree. So out of this, if we talk about that, which one will have the highest vapor pressure at 80 degree, if I will ask. At 80 degree, which one will have, out of these three, diethyl ether, ethanol and water, which one will have more vapor pressure? So obviously diethyl ether, because ये सारा convert हो चुका होगा. Ethanol के just कुछ molecules convert हुए होंगे. Water तो अभी still it is in the liquid state. Vapor होगा ही नहीं. Yes? So, because we know that vapor pressure is inversely proportional to boiling point. When the temperature increases, a lot of liquid molecules are changed into gaseous molecule, and as a result, vapor pressure rises. Thus, it is concluded that vapor pressure of a liquid increases with increasing temperature. Yes, if you increase the temperature, vapor pressure will increase. Now, the next topic is boiling point. So, if I will ask about the boiling point, many of you still say this thing that boiling point is the temperature at which the liquid start boiling. But this is not the proper definition, and now you are not at all supposed to say this definition. Okay, so boiling point, how it will be defined as: boiling point is the temperature at which the vapor pressure of the liquid becomes equal to atmospheric pressure. At that temperature, the liquid starts boiling, and that is called boiling point. Okay. So the temperature at which vapor pressure of liquid becomes equal to the atmospheric pressure, that will be known as boiling point. The boiling point of a liquid is lower at high altitude. If we talk about that, boiling point of a liquid is lower at the high altitude than at plains and sea level, because as the height from Earth's surface increases, atmospheric pressure will go on decreases. And that's the reason that because atmospheric pressure decreases, and hence the vapor pressure of the liquid immediate comes equalize, or it comes equivalent to atmospheric pressure, and that's why it starts boiling. But it doesn't it cannot, the food cannot cook in that time, because boiling will be very fast in that case. It boils easily, it boils fast, but the cooking will not be proper over there within that time. So that's why cooking time jo hota hai, that becomes increase in that higher altitude, and hence the pressure cooker is must at the high altitude. Okay, now this is the vapor pressure temperature curve for water, ethyl alcohol, carbon tetrachloride, and diethylene, and their boiling point, diethyl ether and their boiling point. So here the vapor pressure, and this is the boiling point temperature. Vapor pressure is inversely proportional to boiling point. The substance which has high boiling point will have low vapor pressure. Yes, this is the relation. So we can check that this is like the vapor pressure 1 atm atmospheric pressure. So when the liquid vapor pressure reaches to this 1 atm, then only it starts boiling. So in this graph we can see that the diethyl ether reaches to this 1 atm pressure in between less than 40 degrees temperature. So its boiling point is very much very less. If we talk about the CCl4, this reaches to 1 atm pressure at some around 70 degree. Yes, or 75 we can say that. So this is the boiling point, 76.7 degree it is mentioned over here. Similarly, if we talk about the C2H5OH, it boils, it comes at 1 atm pressure at 80 degree temperature, not exactly 80 degree, below than 80, so that is 78.6 degrees Celsius. And water vapor pressure comes at becomes equal to atmospheric pressure, that is 1 atm at 100 degree temperature. So that's why the boiling point of water is 100 degree. So if all these four will be there, and it will be asked that which one will boil first. So obviously this diethyl ether will be boil first. And if the question is there that at 80 degree, which one will have high vapor pressure? So what will be your answer? The one which is having low vapor pressure will have the highest vapor pressure, isn't it? So diethyl ether will have the high vapor pressure at the temperature 80 degrees Celsius. So this question can also be asked. Now next, difference between evaporation and boiling. This you have done in class 9th. What is the difference between evaporation and boiling? Evaporation takes place spontaneously at all temperature, जबकि boiling के लिए it is not spontaneous. It needs some driven force. It needs some energy. We can say that. So boiling takes place only at the definite temperature, and that is called boiling point, and at which the vapor pressure of the liquid is equal to the atmospheric pressure. While evaporation can take place at all the temperature. Evaporation takes place only at the surface of the liquid. That's why it is known as surface phenomenon. While boiling takes place even below the surface, and that's why it is called bulk phenomenon. Okay, liquid in the form of bubbles. Now the surface tension. Surface tension due to imbalance of one-sided down force. This is another property of liquid. Due to imbalance of one-sided downward force, the surface molecules are under tension. The effect is known as surface tension. Thus, the surface tension is defined as the force per unit length acting perpendicular to the tangential line of the surface. This is modern physics. We don't have to discuss much about this. This is force per unit length acting perpendicular to the tangential line on the surface. Okay. The unit of surface tension is dyne per centimeter, and that is the reason that all the liquid try to get the smallest shape, or we can say that the spherical shape, because in the spherical shape the surface tension is very much less. So all the liquid tries to reduce their tension to be stabilized. Surface tension governs the physical property of the liquid, and some phenomenon due to the surface tension. The liquid drops have the spherical shape because of the surface tension, because in the spherical shape the surface tension is less. The effect of surface tension is to reduce the surface area of the liquid to the minimum to be stabilized. Okay. Since a sphere has the minimum surface area for a given volume of the liquid, the inward pull or the surface tension is responsible for the spherical shape of the liquid drops. Efficiency of toothpaste. This is also related with the surface tension. How it is? The toothpaste and the mouthwashes consist of substances which lower the surface tension. And that's why, due to this, the paste spread over the surface they become in contact with, and this increases their efficiency. So that is all about the surface tension properties, phenomenon. So now the next property is viscosity. Viscosity is internal resistance to flow in liquid, which arises due to the internal friction between layers of liquid as they slip past on one another while liquid flows. This is simple that it is the flow of upper layer over the lower level. This is the flow of liquid over flow of upper layer of liquid over the lower layer of the liquid. So actually what it does, it internally resists the flow of the liquid. And if this viscosity will be very much high, so that will be the less flow, and that's why the oil flows slowly than the water, because in oil there is more viscosity than the water. Yes. Strong intermolecular forces between molecules hold them together strongly and therefore resist movement of layer past one another. This type of flow, in which there is a regular gradation of velocity in passing from one layer to another, is called laminar flow. Like this is the we can say that this type of flow in which there is a regular gradation of velocity in passing from one layer to the next is called laminar flow. So how it is, let me show you with example. Like this is a rectangular gradation, and regular gradation will be there. Suppose that this is a rectangular layer we are assuming. Okay, so this is the first layer, second layer, third layer. So if like this one, the middle one, this one is the fixed. Okay, suppose that this one is the fixed and this one is the middle one whose velocity is like v over here. So the above one, the above one will have the velocity v plus dv, and the lower will have v minus dv. So force of attraction, this is the viscosity over here, that will depend upon the area. Higher the area, higher will be the viscosity over here, and that is also directly proportional to the gradation, velocity gradation, that is dv upon dx. Like small change of velocity per unit small change of distance. Okay, so if we combine this, we will get that f is directly proportional to a into dv upon dx, and we know that whenever we remove the proportionality sign, we put a constant, so there is the constant eta, and this eta is the proportionality constant, or we can say that the coefficient of viscosity. Viscosity coefficient may be defined as the force of friction required to maintain unit of velocity gradient between two parallel layers of unit area of contact. Okay, so it is like we can say that it is the internal friction, we can say that, which required to maintain the flow of one layer over the another layer. The viscosities of liquid are compared in terms of coefficient of viscosity. This is also defined as the tangential force per unit area required to maintain a unit difference in velocities. Now, factors on which viscosity depends. What are the factors? The factors, viscosity depends upon the nature of liquid. Viscosity of liquid to the intermolecular force in the liquid, like it is related. If higher intermolecular force of attraction, the viscosity will be high. If the intermolecular force is large, the viscosity will be high. For example, glycerin is viscous liquid because its intermolecular force of attraction are strong due to the hydrogen bonding. Now, temperature. Viscosity of liquid decreases with increase in temperature. If we increase the temperature, the kinetic energy of the molecules will increase at there, and that's why the flow will be increased and hence the viscosity will decrease. Okay. Now, some variation in viscosity. What is that? Hydrogen bonding and van der Waals force are strong enough to cause high viscosity to liquid. So, liquid has high viscosity due to the two reasons, that hydrogen bonding and van der Waals force of attraction. Greater the viscosity, more slowly the liquid flows. Very slow it will flow. Okay. A liquid like water that flows easily has low viscosity, while a liquid like heavy engine oil which flows slowly is said to have a high viscosity. Glass is extremely viscous liquid. Glass, up tak you know that the glass is a solid, but glass is not a solid, and better you will understand in class 12th. Okay, so glass is extremely viscous liquid, बहुत ही highly viscous liquid होता है ये. It is so viscous that many of its properties resemble solid. इतना ज़्यादा viscous हो जाता है कि इसकी properties जो होती है solid से resemble करने लगती है. However, its properties of flow can be experienced by measuring the thickness of window panes of old building. These becomes thicker at the bottom than at the top, showing the property that glass flows. And this thing will be explained in class 12th also. And that's the reason that glass is also called supercooled liquid. Okay. So that's it for this chapter, states of matter. Now it's over, and I hope you got the things. So if there is any problem, still there is any problem, you can ask. Feel free to ask. Thank you, class.